Okay, that work? I don't know. Under this whole thing. There we go. Hey, hello out there in TV land. I am back to doing a little bit of streaming. Same thing. So today, I thought I just wanted to do something fun. So I was going to explore using a Kotlin game engine that I just found out about. And that game engine is called Korge. Maybe it's like Forge, but with a K. Maybe Korge. I don't know. But it looked pretty easy to get started. And I went ahead and installed it already. So I'm going to pop over here. And the trick is the only thing you have to do that's special is if you go into IntelliJ, and there's lots of ways to get into this, but basically just go and find your plugins. And you're going to want to search for Korge. You can see I've already got it installed. And oh, I have it disabled. Okay, I don't know what I'm talking about. It is active, so cool. So that's it. I've been playing a lot of Hades. I'm definitely not skilled enough to make a game like Hades, but I thought it might be fun to just mess around and see what I can do. Have some fun with code. Call Pluto, of course. Hey, let me know if the music's too loud or whatever. Okay. I don't really know what I'm doing. I guess all this stuff is probably fine. Always takes me a little bit to warm up on the stream. I haven't done it in a while. Alright, there we go. Tiny screen. Let's see. You know, I'm gonna make it so I can't see myself. That's just distracting. I think I've got that just about lined up pretty well. Good enough. Alright. That is weird. That white borders really drive me nuts. It's very important. We have this perfect. There we go. Alright. That is not perfect. This is 1920. I don't believe it. Alright. I'm going to stop playing with this any second. Any second now. Alright. So yeah. So if we come in here, I messed around with it for like 5 minutes last night, so I know a little bit about it. To come in here, and we can see it's just got a real simple file here. And one of the main things that was important to me is being able to work in Kotlin. Of course, I could have done that in another way, but I also wanted to be able to run it in a website. And I verified that I could do that, and that's pretty much where I stopped. So let's start there. Node.js. If we go under, where was it? Korg run. I can run this thing as JS, and this thing will run in a browser. And it's basically just got a little simple thing here. This is definitely not a heavyweight game engine like Unreal or Unity. And definitely, if you want to build like a game that you're going to spend a lot of time with, you know, say months or years developing, and I definitely recommend using like a big serious engine like one of those. If, however, you want to have an hour worth of fun, then this is a pretty great way of doing this. So this is exactly what I want. I didn't want to spend a bunch of time learning a big heavyweight tool. I just wanted to kind of throw some code together and do something. So it's default I don't know, default project, I guess you would say. Basically just a image that's moving. So we look at the code for this. we set some constants. We grab an image from disk. Okay. We start out with it rotated to one direction. Anchor, I believe, is setting it where basically the anchor point of the rotation. So in this case, we're setting it to like the middle so that it doesn't like rotate from a corner. If that makes sense. So it's like, let's see if you can see this. By rotating it middle, it should look like this. If you had it set to 0, 0, then you would be rotating it like this. Oh my gosh, this is awful. All right. So yeah, anyway, scale 0.8, okay, size of the image, I guess, and position 256, 256, so that's roughly, I mean, that is exactly the width and height. So I kind of don't like that constant if that's derivative. So that might be a fun thing to first mess with. We got X and Y. Alright, let's change the scale. I'm basically just looking to kind of mess with some stuff just to see what happens. So this sets up our image. I guess the game isn't actually running at this point. So if we remove this, we'd probably not see anything. Or we would see... That's not true. We should see a stock image. So let's just try that. It should just be sitting there. And this time I'll try running it JVM, because why not? You know, there's lots of options, which is cool. Native. Okay. Yeah, so it's just sitting there just like we thought. Alright, you can see it's smaller. Alright, let's try that. Okay, you can see it's kind of waggling around a different axis at 0.25. Alright. So that's pretty cool. So let's take a look at this function real quick. So check this out. This has a suspend function. And I don't really know how that works in Kotlin, so I'm going to go look. This function, it can be blocking. Isn't that all functions, I guess, are normally blocking by default. Okay, so this can be run asynchronously. So such a function can suspend a build sequence coroutine. Suspending functions can be created as standard Kotlin functions. We need to be aware that we can only call them from within a coroutine. Okay, so this is running as a coroutine. So that is a big deal. So this has to do with how our engine calls us, basically, in this game loop. And I should learn a lot more about Kotlin. I guess that's what I'm doing right here today, learning about Kotlin. For both the possibilities, concurrency actors and stuff. Okay. So coroutines allow asynchronous or non-blocking programming. Okay. So what Wiki has to say. Non-preemptive. So I mean, it kind of in my own words, real high level without looking at it too much. It's basically this is going to be a function that is called from a coroutine, so asynchronously, and based on what I know from game programming, it's basically going to be called in some sort of loop whenever it can, and it's going to have its output rendered at whatever state it is in at the time. And I don't really know much about this engine or game engines in general, or coroutines in Kotlin, so this should be fun. Alright, so back over here just to look at the code. So we got something that runs in a coroutine. It can be synchronous or async. We got some constants here. seems a little low. What if we went for something higher? And I should still see this in the middle. I'm just going to kind of put some of this stuff back. Try it one more time. Okay, width and height. I did not expect this position. So that's interesting. Width divided by 2, height divided by 2. Can I resize the window? Yeah, cool, okay. Maximize it. Alright, I mean, that all looks really nice. Scales up really well. That's cool. Well, that's the kind of things that I don't want to have to think about if I'm trying to make a game. So, yeah, so it looks good. So we know how to draw stuff. We can see how to tween things. So it looks like we can take different properties from our image and make them work. So it looks like basically, if I'm reading this right, our main function is going to set up an image, and then inside an infinite loop, it is going to rotate all the way to the left. This kind of speed. It's an easy function. And when it rotates all the way to the left, it'll rotate all the way to the right, and then repeat. And then the coroutine comes in, I'm guessing, because this could be called, our draw function can happen at any time. And basically wherever our image is at that point in time is when dictates where and how it will show up in the screen, I guess. I mean, good enough for me, right? Science. We're doing science, not mathematics. Oh, wrong window. I don't know. I haven't figured out how to look at chat yet on Twitch. So if you chat something at me, I'm not going to see it. Sorry to hear that. Okay. So what do we do now? I guess I don't know how to get user input. So if we look at the getting started guide, which I guess I should probably save this for some notes. The video description. I don't want to watch a video. I don't want to actually learn how to do it. Stuff looks pretty cool. Input, there we go. Input Singleton contains a stage of the input values at a time. It's updated once per frame. You can get it from the views or the stage singletons. View singleton or stage singleton. Okay. Mouse view.add updater. Okay, multi-touch. It's interesting that it's a view. I should probably learn a little bit more about what views are. Views. All right. Works like this other thing. Adobe, like Flash? Action Script. Oh my gosh. It totally is. Man, this looks like a flex page too. Old school. I haven't seen this in a long time. Wow. It's intended for 2D rendering, which I like. You can create custom blah blah 3D. I don't want to watch a tutorial. TDs and TRs. Table, that's interesting. What the heck? It's a tree structure where the view has a parent and container has other view as children. View has a parent and container has what? Okay. Bottom from top. Okay, that makes sense to me. Kind of layer images in. Okay. Different blending modes. Have like transparency or whatever. Okay, blending layers. Each view can have components attached, and each component is attached to a view. So I guess we have like nested views basically. Sounds pretty cool. So if I were to have like a, you know, a sprite or complex scene, or I don't want to use the word scene, but it looks like I can basically compose a couple views together, call them a single view, and then treat them as a bounded context. Oh, and you can handle input views at the scene level. Okay, so it makes sense to me then that this game has a view Singleton that I could probably get to, like the root view, and attach events. So I should be able to see if I like click the mouse or something. So let's try it out. So that was called views dot game window. Game window looks like it is specifically dealing with actual window. Let's try what else. Mouse XY. We saw stage. Stage also has Singleton. Views. Views. Does it have another views? Yes. Does it have a? We've got an infinite loop there. What's stage got? It's like the same kind of stuff. So what if in here, can I just like print where my mouse is? Let's see what that looks like. Oh, hey. Looks like it only updates when it actually moves. Doesn't seem terribly responsive though. So that's pretty strange. Oh, you know what? Okay. So it's only registering my mouse changes like basically after it does tween to the left, tween to the right, capture the mouse. So I'll leave it here for a while. Does it repeat? Even if I don't move the mouse? Yep. Okay, so that's exactly what's going on. That's hilarious. Alright. Not what I expected. That's okay. Huh. So yeah. That messed with my mind a bit. I probably should do the tutorial, huh? Whoa. Oh, you know what? It looks like I can do stuff like image dot on click. Then I can probably edit image properties. It's probably the mouse. Okay. Click events. So if you click the image, let's just have it print out a line here with the X and the Y. Okay. Okay. This is not within our loop, so I assume that's going to happen whenever I click and not just sometimes. Let's give it a shot. All right. It does seem not very responsive. Yes, I'm clicking pretty fast here and it's not really updating that quick. I guess we did see something about it being updated every 1 second, but I mean, I need faster input than that, right? Oh, probably doing something wrong then. Can we move this? There we go, Tween Async. I have no clue what I'm doing. After this, try the tutorial. Let's see, position. What does this mean in Kotlin? Looks like a static variable to me. That doesn't really make sense. Creates a member reference or a class reference. Creates it. Oh, okay. It passes a reference to the field so that the tween can access it. Okay, that's fine. So I'm saying, yo, get a reference to this number. Hey, there we go. Your X time equals 1.second. Hey, what are you complaining about? Okay, it needs some sort of v2, some sort of vector, I guess. Maybe just the position. Position with you. If you plan to change this value manually, you should call invalidate metrics. Let's see. No, what am I looking for? I really want to see info about the tween. Blah, blah, blah. I guess the input is the closest to what I want to see. Okay. Alright, well, it's under animating. There's tweens and easings. Okay. Variable argument, v2. Time, fine, easing function. Okay, and we got to call back when it's done, maybe. Okay. You have to use bound callable references to define properties that will change. Okay, and Korge provides some extension methods to bound callable references to generate tweens. You may want to linearly interpolate view.x from 10 to 100. Then you would write, oh, I see. Okay. That's exactly what I wanted to see. So I'm saying x, and that part was okay. And what it needs to be is my image.currentX. Where I want it to be is my mouse, your x. Current global position. Okay, so this is goofy. So I have to click the image and the image will move to where I clicked on the image. So this is not going to look or act very nice. I need to figure out a better view to use here. Hey, it worked though. Look at that. It's alive. Very exciting. You just have to click on the actual view itself to get it to happen. So let's fix that. I mean, that's insane. How do I get like the active view or the top level global view? I just want to be able to click anywhere. I guess that would be under input, mouse. Like, what is this view? Put dot mouse. All right, let's try this. What is that? That looks like a true or false. Yeah, Boolean. Add an updater. So I got my input. There's probably a mouse in here. Yep. And I want to add an updater. Nope. Click. Nope. And get information about the mouse at any given point. See, add updater. I mean, it looks like you would just add it like that. Maybe this is old information. Stuff like this frustrates me, but it's because I'm not learning the proper way. I'm just kind of poking at this thing to see if I want to spend time to actually learn it. And I'm kind of short on time these days, so chances are I won't be getting back to it anytime soon, but that's okay. Alright, we're going to have to read a little bit more about accessing the input state. The input singleton contains the stage of the input values at a time. It's updated once per frame. You can get it from the views or the stage singletons. Okay, so another way to get this would be the stage singleton. What? I mean, you just told me that I could. Input. Okay. What is this? Event dispatcher. How am I supposed to use this? So I pass it a function. I will do something with a mouse event. Like what? Okay, I don't know how to do that. Mouse events. Okay. There we go. This is what I was looking for. Event-based high-level API. To handle events attaching itself evidence to a view. Events are only triggered when the associated view is attached to the stage. Okay. Cool. So here. Is that right? View.mouse. Can I just do that? Oh my gosh, yeah, look at that. Print ln. All right. What have we got in here? Well, I thought we had it. Oh, that looks much easier. Let's try that. Okay, what is view? Okay. Ah, geez. I wanted to see the global. All right, you know, at this point, I'm ready to go look at the samples and look at how that is done. Yeah, I guess that's the thing. You really shouldn't have like these global events. It doesn't really make sense in the game. So I'm trying to do something that's just not really sensical. So I guess what I should do is create a new view that takes up the whole screen. And that should be the thing that I'm really clicking on. So let's try that. Can I just create a new view? Let's remove this. We'll leave that. That's pretty cool. So I kind of just wanted to go in circles. If every 5 seconds, you went all the way around. Let's see what this does. No, that's not going to work. Oh, it wants degrees. Alright, let's try that. We'll see 360 degrees. What will happen? It's a dumb thing to do. It doesn't make sense, but 0, 360, same thing. Yeah, okay. If I did 359, I wonder if I'll go to the left or to the right. Not very exciting. Okay. I did 180. We've gotten distracted. I'm back to tinkering. There we go. Alright, you know what? I like that. So up here, a better way to do this would just be to set this stuff. Oh, it's got negative. I should have paid attention to that. Alright, 180. Min and max is weird. I'm just gonna start. I don't know. So I should go here and then start going back. Nope, I missed the tween. So we'll go back to the origin. Make it a little bit faster. And then we'll get back to input, I promise. Alright, hey, that's working. It's rotating in a direction other than what I expected. So that's a bit goofy. I know I promised I would get back to input after this, but come on, no! Jeez. I'm sure there's a smarter way to get it to go all the way around. Whatever. I like it. Alright, let's see if we can add a parent view. And it's amazing the things that I will do to avoid going to the Getting Started guide. Learning things the right way. Okay. So I just wanted to create a new view. And so I'm seeing the kinds of things I expect. Alright, fine. I have a feeling it's going to be like one of the first things you do over here. In the building a real game guide. I always think I know better than the Getting Started guide. I never do. Okay, well that's pretty cool. I've never seen that. Do I have that over here? I do. Alright, so here's the basic start. Blah, blah. Alright, we'll figure out how to do that. Alright, be able to run. Beige window. Okay, well that was not very exciting. Alright. So now views and containers. This is what I wanted. Okay. Few main sizes. I don't care about constants. There we go. Let's create a rectangle. Alright. Background field. Width and height. And this gets into like state machines and stuff. That's what I was kind of saying. It doesn't make sense to really have a global handler for the mouse because it's just not a good idea. Ooh. Let's do some purple since we're listening to synthwave. There we we go. I like to save that to a palette. Alright, whatever. Ooh, that's pretty vibrant purple there. Let's make that a little bit more boring. There we go. Alright. We could probably have left this at 0. You don't like my zeros? Geez, how do you do doubles? Yeah, I should say I have not been doing Kotlin in several months now. I was doing a lot there for a while, and then I just stopped. And I miss it dearly. Let's see. There's like a character usually you can kind of put at the end. Double. So it looks like L for long. What about double? I mean, can you just tell me? Doubles are default. I mean, it looks like if I just do double at 0.0, it'll do it, but I just, whatever. I don't want to get hung up on that. Okay, so now we've got a background field, and it's a different color. So let's see what that looks like. I don't know if the image is going to show up on top or not. We'll see. All right. There's our goofy image. And I do not see our background showing up at all. What did I do wrong there? What the heck? Position. I mean, what the heck, y'all? Equals image. How do I add it to my view? Let's just read further in the getting started guide. Nothing. Hey, that's what we just saw. We forgot to add it to the root container. Oh my gosh, the root container. That's what I spent so long looking for. So we have a rounded rectangle. For me, it should just be a rectangle, whatever. There we go. Add child. I guess the image is added automatically. I don't know. All right, let's see. We should have a purple background now. Yes. Yes. And it's above the image, so I'm guessing if we move this ahead, that would probably fix that. Let's try that. All right, cool. All right. So now I should be able to do stuff like if you click in the background. I forgot how to do this. Collision on click is what I was looking for. All right, let's see if that works, and then we'll have some fun. Click, click. It doesn't do great at registering my clicks. That's got me worried. Well, let's see. So what do we want to do here? When you click on the background, I want to start a tween for the image. Let's add this a little bit lower. I'm giving zero thought to automated testing. Or good practice. All right. So here, what we'll do is we will start a tween going. Image. X. We'll start from image X and we'll go to the mouse's position, global position dot X. And I didn't tell it async or anything. It's probably fine. Easing in out, yeah, sure. Seems like it will kind of like slowly get up to speed and then slowly slow down. Experimental. Oh, because I shouldn't be going to the global. Hey, look, it worked though. Oh man, that's pretty cool. So I only did the X. Y'all seen this, right? Pretty rad. Oh yeah, it's pretty awkward though. So I can do some weird stuff. I'm getting a little seasick. Alright. So now if I do this afterwards, I think this is going to be weird. So we'll try it. I'm going to do the Y. And I think this is going to happen secretly. I think it's going to go to the X and then go to the Y. Let's find out. Okay. Oh, it went to the chase the mouse. That's funny. So now it's going to go to where my mouse is now, not at the time of the click. That's funny. Okay. So what I need to do is like have like a target position. Let's say like something like a we've got its local position, sure. And go instead of going to my mouse's current position, we'll have it go to the target that was set at the time of the click. All right, let's try this. There it goes, and I can move my mouse, and it still goes to where it were. All right, I mean, so that's cool. That's pretty fun. All right. You can still see it goes X and then Y in kind of a weird way. So I think we saw, is there an async? So will this happen at the same time? Deferred result is never used. Okay. So if I do a hard angle, then hey, yeah, cool. I was still doing that thing where it's not really responsive, so I'll click and it just doesn't seem to really take it very well. That's pretty cool though. I'm having fun with it. I mean, getting seasick, whatever, but that's fine. Alright, so we've got input, we've got images. Now if we can get collisions, and I mean, I think it's pretty much a game, right? Simple 2D game, but hey. So let's get a more exciting image. And it just so happens that I have lots of assets. Oh, so I did a Humble Bundle a while back. And so I've got some images. I just saw alien spaceship, so I was hoping there'd be an alien spaceship in here. All right. Kind of boring though. Manned. Okay. There we go. Let's drag this into our resources, I guess. I don't want to move, I want to copy. Does that work? Just like open and explore. There we go. I'll just grab all of them. Okay. All right. So instead of our core picture here, we'll do PNG. Let's ship blue manned. All right. See how that looks. That looks more exciting. Okay. That's pretty cool. I'm sure I'm doing something wrong with the kind of unresponsiveness or whatever, which is kind of weird. All right. I think that rotation has kind of worn on me a bit. Let's take that out. And scale. I don't know. Start at the center of the screen. Except it didn't seem to be at the center of the screen, did it? It's kind of weird. Alright. I wonder if it'd be more responsive now that we don't have this weird thing going on. Alright. So I need to figure out what to do about clicking. It's got some kind of jittery stuff, and I think that's on me to kind of figure out to basically let's not take input or just do a better job about kind of having to go to the position. Oh, now it's just awkward about taking input. Just like a target or something I can show. It's a dome. Ooh, that looks good. What's that? Ah, I didn't see what I clicked. Okay. Let's see. Set a waypoint. And if you're chatting, I'm sorry, I'm missing it. I haven't figured out how to see that. Let me try looking real quick, just in case. I feel like a jerk if anyone's chatting and I wasn't seeing it. I guess it's just a no. So, yeah, sorry. If you're chatting, I don't know about it. Hey, there we go. Maybe I can pop this out or something. All right, whatever. If you chatted earlier and I missed it, then sorry. And if you don't want to chat and you didn't chat, that's fine too, because I wouldn't see it. All right, but now I will see it eventually. All right, where are we at? I wonder what the V stands for. VFS. I didn't expect that. All right, ship blue, no. Dang it. So laser blue burst. No. Laser blue 3. Whoa, I don't know about this song. This song is harshing my mellow. Oh, okay, I like it now. Alright. So I've got an image for a waypoint. And scale 0.5, sure. I want to have its anchor in the middle. Now here, I don't want it to have a position. I don't care about its position. I want it to be invisible. Say visible false. Alright, so I've got a waypoint. So now, when I click on the background, I want to set the waypoint visible equals true. And I want to set the waypoint position equals target. Okay, that's read only. Alright, so let's see what happens here. It's just gonna set the position, so every time I click it should set this waypoint, and then the alien should yeah, hey. That's pretty cool. If I yeah, okay, so now I know for sure, like if I click fast, it's not telling the alien to go there at all. It's just not registering. We'll have to figure that out. That's pretty cool though. Alright, and I've got the waypoint should go under. How do I do that? Is it like a Z index? I could just literally put it under. I think that will do it. I'm sure there's way better ways to do that, but I like simple. So it essentially hides it. It's pretty cool. Alright. Alright, pretty good game here. Pretty good game. So I could do fun stuff like make it look like it's kind of hovering, or make it like lean or something when it's going somewhere, but I think what I'd rather do is basically have something that I can kind of collide with here. So something to kind of dodge, maybe a bad alien or something. So look at these lasers. Ooh, yellow is pretty booming. Let's see if anything else got anything else in this package of assets. Background elements. Characters. Eyeballs. Oh, that's not very exciting. No, terrible. Hexagons, ooh. Buildings. Ooh. Well, I was gonna have the alien trying to dodge stuff, but now I kind of want to have it destroy stuff instead. Alright, I'm gonna have some fun with this later. Let's see. Sorry, I gotta look at the explosions. Those are pretty good explosions. Alright. I like that one. Alright, let's just keep it simple. Just close everything. And delete that now. Alright. Let's see. I want to have multiple lasers on the screen at a time, so I'll have an array of a pool of lasers. Array pool equals list. Well, let's do an array. Now let's. I'm torn. An array of whatever this type is. Image. I've never created an array. Or I don't know the last time I created an array in Kotlin. Let's see. Let's see, Kotlin array. Init. Just show me. I mean, I basically want like array of type image and size 10. Does that work? No value. Okay, and then I have to initialize them. To something like this. Okay, but now I want laser yellow 2. Position doesn't matter. We'll set the anchor. The anchor probably defaults to middle anyway. Position, I don't care about. Scale, let's make them kind of small. Alright, so now we've got a pool of arrays. Probably not being shown. We should go ahead and set them all to visible false. And as the game goes on, how do we trigger a laser? I want a timer. We have a timer? Yes, we do. Okay, so every 1 second, every 1 seconds. All right, time to go to the docs again. All right, definitely learned some new stuff today. Oh, that sounds pretty cool. I'll have to play with that later. Pack several images in. Call that an optimization. Animating. while true and delay. One way of animations to make a loop. I want to tween it, I think. Okay. But, one way of performing animations is attaching an updater when the view is visible. Oh, I got an idea. All right. Check this out. Here's how we're going to do this. We'll have only one ray to start. Visible false. While true. If ray pool dot each for each, if it is invisible, or even better. Sorry, I'm a little distracting myself. Set your position equal to width divided by 2, or let's say 0, screw it. And then height plus 10. So we're going to have it off screen. Okay. Now why are you doing that? It's deprecated. What? Why is that one deprecated but not this one? Alright, I can't explain what that was about. That might have just been some weird IntelliJ goodness. Alright, so it's past the screen. So now we'll say if your position dot y is greater than height, then we will set your position equal to you do random see where I'm going here. I'll get some sort of buffer. I'm going to be super lazy and just make it up here. And so down here where I did the 10, I was really just looking for a buffer. And I want that buffer again. So my position for my X is going to be between buffer and the width of the game minus the buffer to make sure that the laser doesn't like show up, you know, right on the edge or something, or look ugly. Buffer is probably not big enough, but it's probably fine. Okay, and that's an integer. I want to be a double, whatever. It's probably an easier way to do that. And -5. Sure. All right. So this needs to be a double. Required int found double. Oh, I see what I did wrong. All right. There we go. What's your problem? Buffer is an integer. Next int, I'm passing buffer and width. I'm sure there's a better way to just say, just do it. Maybe not, I don't know. Kotlin really cares about types. So moving it to a random width within some boundaries and -5. Just pick a kind of random, something high up, I'm assuming, in the screen. So basically for each ray, if it has moved off the screen, then move it to the top of the string. And one last little bit, just gonna be lazy here. And here, I'm hoping I can set like a direction or apply a force or move to move by. Okay. And we take it in direction X, direction Y, and a time. Okay. Direction X, 0. Direction Y will be -5. Or sorry, +5. This is how fast the lasers move. Time span. I just told you I want you to move by 5. I don't know. See. I guess I could say the height of the screen. I don't know. Whatever. We'll just say 25 pixels every 1 second. Okay. Do we want easing? Nah. Using dot. Is there like a none? I guess not. Alright, let's see what happens. Okay. Not very exciting. I wanted to keep going. Oh, it's not shutting down. Alright. So maybe I could just say height plus buffer. Again, I should mention, just in case you just popped in, really don't know what I'm doing. Just having fun on a lazy Sunday. So I was hoping I could just constantly have the image moving, but I'm not really seeing a way to do that right now. I guess worth checking the docs. See if there's just like constant motion. You can control the start time, duration, easing, no. Move to with speed. You could try that. So after we set it to be above the screen, we could say move to with speed. Oh, that's an animator. Whatever. So the X will be whatever we came up with here. Let's see, call this ray X. What? Let's try this again. Okay. So we will have the ray X going down and move to that, and here we'll say the height of the screen plus buffer. Time will be 5 seconds? 3 seconds. Okay, easing will be and ease in. We don't want it to slow down at the beginning of the screen. So let's see. Okay. I don't see anything. What happened here? Stop is being weird. Let's try commenting out my forever loop. Alright, there's my stuff now. Okay, that laser is very boring. Rifles never used. So I mean, I just wanted to kind of say, while true, go through each of the arrays. Yeah, that's a good way of doing it. Say, or if it's not visible, gives me a way of doing this without having to set position. Not. All right. Okay, this looks better. I don't see my rays, but the whole thing didn't crash. If the ray is not visible, and it shouldn't be, or then set the ray equal to, do a little print here. So ray at ray x. And we'll get the y as well. Okay, let's see if we get any output there. Not seeing anything. There we go. There's should be an array at 985, one at 236, but I'm never seeing it. I'm never setting it to visible. Might have something to do with it. Is this gonna work now? Wow, that's kind of fast. Okay. Ah. Okay, so maybe you could make the game so like you want to collect some items but not others. Sounds like a super fun game, right? To like tap or click somewhere and grab the item. Okay. And we can increase our number of arrays. Yeah, I want there to almost be a delay. Let's see. be like random.next int between 1 and 3, sure. All right, let's see how this works. So now we should have 3 arrays and 3 arrays. And I thought you'd be able to have more than one at a time. And you can see it stops at the bottom. It's funny. Guess I need to improve my buffer. Like move async. I want to have more than one array at a time. And maybe I don't really care. Yeah, that's fine. I'm about to be done streaming here, so I'm going to try and come up with a meaningful endpoint. Right. Say we're okay with that. I'm just going to increase the buffer across the board. Why not? Okay. I also want a better image. So I grabbed laser yellow 2. Laser 1 looks a little better. Okay, now I want to figure out a collision. So like it dot collide on collision. Okay, that's exactly what I wanted to see. You can filter it by a view. So if you collide with, we'll call it player. If you collide with the player, required view. The image is not a view. Whatever, I'll just say on collision. Why not? It's false. Let's just see if that works. Well, looks like something didn't work too well. Oh, because the whole thing was a view. On collision with image, or player rather. Oh, duh. Let's go look at this. So filter, give you a view. So I need to create a method. Okay. So what we need to do here is actually pass in so lambda that takes in view and returns a function. So if it equals player, let's try that. So if the item we're colliding with is the player, oh, I can't click. There it goes. The player disappeared. Okay. Not what I expected. I wanted the image to disappear. Let's see. How do we do that? So it here, I guess, is the player, but let's see. What are my other options? My filter, root, callback is just going to be the item I collide with. Oh, I never did set this to more than one. I'm curious if that works. What do we want to do? I mean, I want to set this. Oh, there we go. This that image. Dot visible equals false. There we go. All right, let's see how this works. And the player, I don't know, color add. make the color change. Color add. I don't know, 25. I thought it took an int. No. Set V. What's the V? Whatever. I'll do something different. IT dot. Yeah, whatever. We'll make it bigger. Alright, so this is going to be ridiculous. So every time I catch a laser, I should get bigger. Ah, dang it. Ah, I'm not good at this game. Ah! No, I was just there. There we go. Hey, alright. Yes. Now what? What's up, laser? Okay. So I think that's the you win. Let's see. Catch limit equals, I think that was 3. Var caught equals 0. Okay. So when you catch it, caught goes up. If caught is greater than catch limit, then what? I want to stop the game. Maybe I could just show you win. Sort of like text. I think there'd be text. Okay, we got some text. view.setText. Okay, so we set the text boundary, HTML. Whoa. Bitmap font, blah blah. Okay, I'm gonna go back to that getting started, and see if we show any numbers here. All right, text element has a simple view. You should add these to the resources. Okay. So I'm gonna make a separate function for this, maybe. Okay. And I need to go find a font. What's a good font here? Cool Vetica, this is the Cutting Blocks font here. Do you have a license for it? Yay. Alright, different file extension, so I don't know if that'll work. I'll find out. Doesn't say anything about TrueType fonts. Bitmap font. This may be... we'll find out. Shall be called only from a coroutine, or... There we go. And text... Where's that text function? Now we can add text. We specify a text string. Use center on. Okay. So in here we'll just call game. We'll call game over right at the beginning, just to make it so we don't have to win. Whatever. And we'll pass it text. I don't know how to do that. I want to pass it like the symbol for text. Does that work? Alright, so set up like basically a delegate. That worked out pretty well. You can see the parameters. Alright, so the text is game over. You won. For now. I don't really care about the size. What is their cell size? I'm guessing that's pixels, so I'm gonna just say, I don't know. What about 100? White sounds good. We got my font. Okay. Center on. What does center on take? A view. So we'll just pass into view. I wrote C# style. There we go. Let's try it this way. So now we say game over. And we'll pass it our player. So wherever the player is, that's when we'll do it. All right. No parameter passed for callback. I mean, I do null. Who cares about the callback? Okay, you know what? We're just gonna do this right in line. Alright, looks good. Whoa. I guess that's the true type font. Not a valid Unicode point. Yeah, let's try getting actual font file. So you can find something, actual font extension. I just want to see the extension, like star.fnt. Do I not have any? You know what? The instructions here recommended a font. There we go. Always recommend. Clear Sans font. Projects. HTML document. Interesting. Okay, did I put the other one in the right spot? I kind of don't think so. Yep. Or rather, no. All right. I wonder if there's probably a read true type of font. Yes, there was. Dang it. Whatever. I hate that. So what's this error about? I didn't expect that. Proxy interface to native, blah, blah, blah. Expected link, but was head. XML. I mean, is that because the text? I assume it is. No, still have the error. Okay, so did I not do the right thing here? Let's just try using the font I wanted to use in the first place. Read TTF font. Preload it, sure. I'll try Cool Vetica again. Why wasn't that safe to? So I haven't changed this yet. All right, TTF. There we go. Here's my font. Oh no. Does text only work for... Come on now. Come on now. How do we use the TTF? Man, seriously. let's try that. I mean, I definitely don't recommend what I'm doing. Sure. But I'm doing it anyway. Alright, we said player. Alright, let's see how that looks. It's gonna be not centered very well. Let's try. I don't recommend copy pasting stuff from especially images, but in this case we can do it anyway. Alright, so here now we'll extract function. Want to refactor. Call game over. Alright, so happy with that. So if you catch it 3 times, game over. Oh jeez. This doesn't need to be suspended anymore. Alright. Let's read that font up front. Definitely being lazy here. It's not a good abstraction here. Change it. I was hoping I could get it to auto create that argument for me. TTF font. All right. Now what's your problem? You don't need to be suspended anymore. Correct, correct. All right, let's try this. Could make my life easier and make the alien faster. It gets a lot easier after the first one. Why does this get so big? It was the second one, not the third one. That ruins it. Scale plus 0.1. Alright, let's just make it 2. If you can't fix the game, then if you can't fix the bug, then change the rules. I mean, this kind of non-responsive stuff is what's frustrating the most. So I mean, that was 2 catches. Did I do something wrong there? I should say greater than or equal to. Alright, last time. And this will be a pretty funny way to end the game. Ah, yes. I don't even need to move. Where's my game over text? I need to add it. Ugh, you just return it. This is getting super hacky now. Can we get a child of the image? That'd be interesting. Or of the child of the player. That'd be pretty cool. Oh my god, it's not taking my mouse click. Come on. Go back to the middle. No, go here. Ah! I'm terrible at this game. It's a terrible game, to be fair, though. It just doesn't want to take my mouse clicks. Come on. Alright, that's it. Speed is going up. Alright, we're going to double the speed here. Oh my god, it doesn't work. Why is the mouse so unresponsive? There we go. Why don't you show my game over text? Why does the scale get so big? Like, it should be 0.3. Oh, look, the player's 0.5. On collision. I mean, whatever. I like it. But why don't you show game over? Try debugging. I can't believe I haven't tried debugging yet. Oh my god. Click. Okay, somehow my cot is already whatever. Greater than the catch limit. So I should add the child. Am I adding to the child an image of the laser, which is invisible? I bet you that's probably what's going on. In this case, I want it to be either this, which is this, which is Korg. Let's try that. Get down there, stupid alien. Why don't you take my clicks? Click. Okay. I mean, it just doesn't want to show my game over. Alright. Now we're going to see this stupid game over message. So, showing it works. Let's see if we get the print line for game over. Okay, several times actually. Well, I'll do this is another stupid hack here. Var game over equals false. Get my vars separated. So in this whole game there's only two variables that I ever change. Game over. The game's not over. It's true. Oh, print. So we should only get one game over. I still can't explain why this doesn't show up. Oh, you know what? Duh. Here's what we should do. I return the image. So what we should do is say game over message equals game over. Change this to call it create message. Okay. And this should happen over everything basically. Okay. Now, it's very important that game over message be invisible. There we go. Hey. Oh, yeah. Fine. Okay, so now what we want to do on game over we don't need to pass the player anymore. Do it like this. So this will literally just create message. Game over message. Alright. So here when the game is over, oh, that's annoying too. Huh. Yeah, this is all pretty annoying. I wouldn't think that you'd have to do this. So I'm just gonna say, you know, 0, 0. Create game over message. All right. We'll figure out how to put it on top of everything. Let's put it up here. Game over. And this visible equals false. We don't need that anymore. Like getting rid of R's always makes me happy, even if it's kind of nonsensical. All right, so what do we do? Game over message not visible equals true. What I want to do is just set the position equal to the freaking player's position. All right, can I do that? Yeah, I have to do that first. I basically like turn all animations off, but I'm feeling lazy, so. Okay, looks like I broke everything. It's just taking a while to start, or what? I mean, okay. All right, we will binary search this thing. So it looks like it's literally creating the game over message that we don't like. Is that right? Yep. All right. You would not think that this would be a problem. No, I didn't add it. I need to add it. I can't explain that why that would not show anything, but hey. Yeah, look at that. I mean, all right. Okay. I'm about to just do what they told me to for the font. With the tutorial. I don't know why this just doesn't work. Alright. Yeah, this is what you get for following the instructions when it doesn't work. It just works. I mean, this is pretty much it. You know what? No more function. Maybe I had to do with the suspending. All right. Okay, now I can't explain this. You know, where did I pass the, where did I pass the font? How did I tell you what font? Oh. Alright, we are going back to doing it this way. We went off the rails, didn't work. It's okay. All right. Okay, and here. There we go. Font. That was fun. Why are you yelling at me? Ah. Okay. All right, text. All right. Oh, jeez. Okay. So bringing back the var that I wanted to get rid of. Game over, then game over equals true, and show the text. All right. Okay. Still, no text. My goodness. Why not? Do I need to add the child? Korg. No. Oh, you know, I can center on the background. That's a good idea. Oops. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time with dynamic tests. We'll try just adding it up front. All right. It's little things like this that just stink. Okay. Okay. Well, all I want to do is set visible equals true. Oh my gosh. Alright. It's totally gonna work now. Okay. Alright, so let's change this a little bit. So on the collision, first we'll change this to false, then we'll set the scale. So you can see what's happening here is the scale, like this collide is happening over and over and over. So how do we make it only collide like quickly? Like one and done. Oh gosh. Alright. Let's see. Let's go back to Korg. Alright, so definitely learned a lot. And I really like it, I should say. So all this has been really good. So having a lot of fun with this. Simple, it's exactly what I wanted. And it's got a lot of extensions and cool, other stuff. So you got like audio and UI. There's some stuff about like skeletons and animations and other cool stuff. So, yeah. See some samples. Asteroids. I'll take a look at the deployment afterwards. Entry point views, I guess, would it be animations or sprites? Let's see, collisions. Resolutions? No. Physics. Hit testing. What hit testing? Collides with. On collision. Boom. Be sure to filter out collision with the stage. Okay. Filters out. When I said it equals player. Sure why they were in bounding box. If you use on collision, the collision will be triggered by the rectangular bounding box with corresponding view. Okay. Collides with shape. Find your own hit shapes. Don't care about that. Collision kind, callback. Cancelable. What that means. Oh, you know what? Check this out. It's collisional. So on collision with a player. And it. No. And visible, basically. So before it's moved, I just want to make sure that we only count collisions when things are actually visible. So I think this is going to fix us here. Get there. So there, it only got a little bit bigger. Game over. Alright, cool. Now the players essentially stopped. Well, no, that's just responsiveness. So I don't know what's up with that. Let's try this now and see how this works. So we can raise the catch limit back up to 3. Sure. Alright, getting bigger. Makes the game easier. Alright. What if we... I just want to make this... I liked how it kept growing, but whatever. Say 3 times, sure. I kind of miss how it would just kind of keep growing. Ugh. So I'm sure I'm doing something dumb with Tween where like it just can't seem to like move. Alright. You know, I could tween this too. Tween. Scale to it dot scale times 2. Let me do time. Ease in bounce, sure. That's fun. Work routine. This is not a var arg2. Player scale. Well, that looks pretty good, right? Okay, what's the problem here? Okay. Okay, this is not... Okay, can I just tween it in? No. So I can't do this sort of thing inside the collision unless maybe... Can I make that? No. Alright. Fine. Alright, let's see how that goes. Yeah, so it looks like you just can't... no, I can't understand what the deal is with the input. It's just gonna keep going because the game never ends. Oh yeah, need some state machine love there. All right, cool. I mean, I'm gonna call that done. I can't put this up on GitHub unfortunately because of the assets. So you know that stinks. But if you want the code for some weird reason, then you should, I don't know, message me or something. But everything really that you need to know or do is up on the website, which was Korge. I'm assuming like Korge like Forge, Korge. I don't know, or Korge. Whatever. I'm gonna go get some lunch. Hope you enjoyed hanging out. It's been fun. And let me try pushing the in button.